Hello, hello, hello. Let me get this off here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Let me see who is here. We have Always Stampin' with Debbie from New Zealand. Welcome. Hello, Beverly. And hello, Donna. Well, welcome, everybody. Got a lot to show you today, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. First things first. Today is already June the 23rd. Wait, actually, first things first. Hi, my name is Barbara Ragstill, and you are at Barbara's Stamp Pad on a sunny Sunday afternoon from San Antonio, Texas. Say that 5 times, right? But welcome. Thank you for joining me. We've got a couple of things that I want to show you this afternoon, so bear with me. I'm going to get these out of the way real quick. Today is already June 23rd, y'all. And I want to just remind you that the June class kit to go featuring the Cowboys collection, this is the last week of where you can get this kit. This is a kit that's already got everything done for you. In fact, I've got 3 kits left over. Everything's already in these baggies and ready to go. But everything is done for you. It has enough supplies to make a set of these cards using the Cowboys paper collection, which, where is it? Here it is. This paper collection is by Cardabella. And I want to let you also know that let me share my screen real quick. If you want to get this paper, where did it go? Here it is. If you want to get this paper, let me make sure. There we go. That way you can see it. See, I remembered, y'all. If you want to get this paper and do some other stuff with it, with other projects you might have, you want some different cards, if you go to my online Square store, you're going to see at the very top, there's going to be a paper collections section. If you click on that, you're going to see some paper collections that I have available for purchase. And this is the Cowboys. And then there's also, if you want coordinating cardstock, the solids kit is also there as well. And then I'm going to be showing you in a moment the Americana album for the summer project that is going on. And I've got paper left over for that as well. And then also next month, I'm going to be featuring Cardabella's Sunflower Summer Paper. So I've got some paper already out there. There's a couple of stamps, even some recipe cards. And then I also have paper available in the 6x6 paper pad. So if you want to make sure to go check that out. And as I get extra paper collections, I'm going to be adding them there. So if you want to bookmark that page, that's where you'll go to see any available paper that I have left over from some projects. Okay, so that's the Cowboys collection. So let me move that out of the way. And then don't forget, registration for the Americana album ends June 30th. It is $51 plus shipping. And if you live in the San Antonio, Texas area, there is a porch pickup option available. And you'll want to visit my blog for more details and pics. So, but just to give you a little show here, this is the summer Americana album. I did fix the back because remember I didn't have the latch on it, and I'll have to update the tutorials. But I did fix the back a little bit so that we can add in a closure that's got several score lines depending on how thick your album gets. But that's how it opens. I am going to put some paper on the inside because I don't like how it's plain like that. But anyway, here is the photo play. I think this is the number 2 album, or was it 4? I can't remember, but check this out. Actually, this goes in here. I never put that back in there. But that's how that, when it opens, you have this pocket right here, and this piece comes out, and then you have an opportunity for pictures. There's a folder right here. I'm just going to go through this really quickly, and then you start opening this thing up, and you have all kinds of little flip flaps. You've got that one. You've got spaces for tags, pictures. This one opens up like that. This one has a magnet on it to help hold that in, but you've got a waterfall for more pictures, journaling, whatever you want. You've got another side over here with another tag. And then you've got a larger tag in here, so you can slip some things down in there if you want. And then over here to the right, you have this accordion album that has these little, well, just more things that you can put in there if you have some memorabilia. But I decorated some of those. That's held together closed with a magnet as well. And then you have this back piece right here. I'm going to close this back up. Okay, you're going to get all the supplies that you need, and then it just closes up, and that folds into back behind there. And that is the album. And you can see you're going to get all the supplies, the album, the paper, all of the cardstock that you need. There's going to be a couple of magnets that'll also be included in with it. You'll get the twine that you need. Your tags on the inside will already be made for you, so you don't even have to cut those. I'm going to go ahead and cut those for you. And yeah, go, and you can be able to go at. There'll be a private link for the video when I assembled all of this. So if you need a visual instruction, that's available as well. So if you want to spend an afternoon putting this together, then you have your visual instructions for your album, and you can recreate it over and over and over with maybe any other papers that you want to create it with. But that is the summer project that you can get. Registration ends June 30th. As long as I get everything in before then, the expected shipment date to send everything out is going to be July the 15th. So let me see. Hello, Pat. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's go ahead and get started on today's project. This project was inspired by Split Coast Stampers, and I have this out because I need to do some cutting. But this was inspired by Split Coast Stampers. It's an A2 size card box, and I made a couple of cards with some extra papers that I had. But yeah, it opens up on the side, and on the inside, there's enough space for, I can't remember exactly. I want to say at least six to eight. It's thick enough here, or deep enough for some A2 size cards and envelopes. So I just made these cards really quick earlier today with some of the extra paper that I had left over. And I don't remember if I previewed the Simple Vintage Linen Market paper. Simple Stories makes this paper, and oh my goodness, it is gorgeous, you guys. I'm gonna bring a few pieces over here so you can kind of get an idea of all of the vintage colors, the vintage tags. You've got a bunch of tags there. You've got some pre-printed things on the other side. My little stack is a complete mess because I have been cutting into it all sorts of ways. But you can see all of the gorgeous colors that are associated with this particular. You have a bingo card with this paper collection. And look at that. I was very, very when I was cutting into this paper, I was very, very select on what I was cutting on the other side, because I didn't want to cut into this side, because this is a gorgeous part. This is a gorgeous piece that's big enough for a scrapbook layout. So yeah, I was trying to be real careful on where I was cutting so that I could do a couple of scrapbook layouts for this as well. Look at that. You got lemons on the back. You've got these larger pre-printed. Look at that, you guys. Oh my goodness. This paper is gorgeous. And look, I couldn't even cut into this one. I was wanting to because of the back, but I was like, I don't know how to cut that. I don't want to interfere. I want to do album covers with those things. So I saved that one, and then you've got this one as well. Lots of pre-printed pieces here for some journaling. There's so much you can do with this paper, you guys. So let me put that paper aside. You've got a sheet of stickers that comes in with the collection pack. I've already used a couple of stickers on this project. And then you also have coordinating enamel dots. There are other die cut pieces. You've got some chipboard stickers, layered bits, and then my favorite are the chipboard frames. Look at those. There's lots to choose from. And I'm going to tell you right now, this collection is so popular that on most of the sites, it's unavailable. The only one I could find it on was, let me double check. It was Craft Direct. And let me show you guys. There we go. This is one of the websites that I order from, and I was able to find it available on Craft Direct. And this was actually the lowest price too. So $27.19, and everything you see in that picture, you get. So if you like this paper, go to Craft Direct. Go create your account. There's a way you can create an account down here on the bottom right hand, where you can earn points and redeem them for product. So when you want to build your points up so that you can get something back out of your purchases. But yeah, between the Split Coast Stampers box tutorial that I came across, I was like, I've done A2 size card things before, but I've not done an actual drawer box. So I wanted to do that. So we're going to be doing that today. It's not going to look exactly like this one because this one is my sample, but let me show you what I did all the way around using that gorgeous paper and a tag and some of the other elements that are part of the collection kit. So we'll do a drawing at the end for last week's video. Thank you, Donna. Hello, Paula. All right, where do we start? We're going to start with some cardstock, and I did make sure that I had some thick cardstock. So this is just a plain vanilla cardstock. And where did my instructions go? Did y'all see what I did with my instructions? At one point, I had them right in front of me. Okay. Here they are. I found them. I don't know why I get those lines on there, but we're going to go ahead and we've got 3 pieces that I want to cut. And these are going to be the pieces that you need in order to do the outside of the box. But then, well, it's to do the drawer. That's one piece. And then your outer piece that we're going to be putting the box in is actually 2 pieces that you put together. Okay. So we're going to be doing, we'll do the drawer first. So we're going to cut for the drawer first. And on this one, we need a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 inches wide, which that one's 8.5 inches wide, but we need it 7 inches long. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to 7 inches. All right. And then the next thing we're going to do is on each side, we're going to score this at 1 1.25 all around all sides. I hope y'all are doing fine wherever you're at. Thank you for joining the live, or if you're watching the replay, thank you. All right, so this is our drawer already scored. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut. We'll go ahead and score them. We'll go ahead and fold them wherever we've done our score, so we can get that out of the way. It'll make it easier here in a minute. So we're going to fold. Use our bone folder to help burnish those edges there. Okay, so then now we have this, and the next part we're going to do is we're going to cut our tabs so that we can actually fold our box. So what we're going to do is on each side, we're going to cut up until the score line on both sides. I'm going to flip it around. Actually, I forgot to do one thing. I'll go back and do it. We'll start on this side. Okay, so right here, we want to cut just a sliver off into our corners here. That helps the little tab go in a little easy and not bunch up at the corner. So just take a little sliver off, and then I'll do this side. Okay. And let's get this one right here. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to use my really super sticky tape. Compliments up. You want to make sure that you do have a good sticky tape to use, and this is a double-sided tape. I don't remember the name of it, but I got it from my friend Kathy King with Paper Phenomenon. And y'all seen me use this before. This is some sticky stuff. So if you want to invest in a really good, oops, that's kind of sideways, but that's okay. You're not going to see that. You want to see a really sticky tape. I can't, like I said, I can't remember, but it's Paper Phenomenon is the name. I'm going to go ahead and put these on and then take them off. Next step. I'm going to put all my little tapes on, and then if it hangs over a little bit, that's okay. I'll just fold over what is excess. But I want to put all these on, and then I'll show you. Okay. All right, so now I have tape on all of my little tabs on the inside, and let's take those off. I'm going to take those off, start closing this up. You know what? Let me do this. I'm trying to think. No, it's okay. I'm not going to use brads. In the video, they used brads on their front, but I can still do this even with it closed. So I'm just going to line up my corners there and bring that box corner together. So I was able to decorate it after I had already put the bottom of the box through, because I decided to not use brads. I had eyelets, but those aren't the same things. And any excess I'm going to fold back in there. It's still going to look cute. Okay, let's do the other side. Trying to focus here. Focus and talk. Sometimes focusing and talking is like, it's like walking and chewing gum at the same time. There we go. And then the last one. Off. Oh. I want it to stick too quickly. All right. There is our drawer. But the next thing we're going to do is I want to take I know that the inside of this is 6 inches wide, and I want to make a mark on my pencil. I need to make a mark at like the 3-inch right there. And then I'm going to take, I think in the tutorials it says like a 1/2 inch circle punch, but I'm just going to, I have a small 1 inch one. I'm going to take that and kind of center that. Honestly, I don't know why I'm doing this. I mean, I did it because it's in the tutorial, but when the drawers close, we're doing a pull. So I don't know, but I went ahead and did it because that's what the tutorial said. But I just nicked out a little 1/2 circle there because, you know, that's what was in the tutorial. So I did it. All right. So the next step is you can actually start to decorate it if you want to start to decorate this. But I'm going to go ahead and cut for the other pieces so I can get my trimmer out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside now that we have our box out of the way. And the next piece of paper that I'm going to cut is going to be, we're going to have 2 pieces that are going to be super, super similar to each other. So bear with me here. The first piece we need is a piece that is 9. There's a 16th. There's a 9 1/16 of an inch. Ooh, which is the first mark past your 9. Okay, so we need that to be 9 1/16 by 6 1/16, and the 16th is the first mark right past the 6 inch mark. Okay, and this one we're calling A, and I'm going to write it on here very lightly. I'll try to use that as the inside. That's part A. Okay, now we're going to do part B. Part B, grab another piece. And this is thick cardstock because I wanted to make sure that this box was going to hold up together. This next one is going to be 9 1/8 inch long, and the 1/8 inch mark is the second line past the 9 inch mark. Okay, I know you probably can't see that from there. And then by 6 1/8, and I hate that. It's always that those marks that I need are always where you can't see them on your trimmer. All right, and this one is B, and let me just do a B on there really lightly. Okay, so I have my A and my B's, and then now what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to score. Okay, let's see. Score. Where did it go? Step by step. I'm double checking my score measurements. Okay, here we go. Part A. So let me make sure my trimmer, my blade is out of the way, and I have my little score mark here. We're going to score at 1.5 inches on both short sides and 1.5 on the long side of both of these pieces. So basically, we're only scoring on 3 sides, but we're going to score at 1.5 inches on both of the short sides, and we're also going to do the long side, 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to go all the way around, and then 1.5 inches. Okay, so now we have that, and then we're going to do the same thing for B. We're going to score on 3 sides, all on 3 sides at 1.5 inches. And the last one. All right. So now we have both A and B cut and scored. And so let me get this out of the way because we can get that out of the way now. And we need to put these 2 pieces together. Okay, so just like let's do that. score all these sides, burnish these edges. And then we're going to cut the tabs so that we can get some tape on these and put them together. And then we can start decorating. Okay. All right. Now we're going to cut these tabs up until the score line. Let's cut a little sliver off. I have some glue on my scissors. I have stuff sticking to them. And cut that. Oops, that's more than a sliver, but that's okay. You're not even going to see. You're not even going to see that. Let's get some tape on that. Tape there. Go. And we're going to do the same thing to the other one once we get. All right. So now let's close up one side of this box. We're going to do both of these, and then we're going to have to put these together, and that's where it gets a little tricky. Well, at least it was tricky with me when it came to, let me line up that corner there. Go. It was a little tricky, and I'll show you what happened on my box. The back of my box, my adhesive caught on before I could actually get it lined up, so it buckles a little bit on the back. Oh, let me show you. Let me pull my box here. I don't know if y'all can see that slight curve that's happening there. Yeah, that's what happened. Actually the sides caught before I could get it all the way to the back. And there you go. You can see that a little bit better. That's what happened. So I'm going to try to avoid that this time. Okay, so let's do the same thing with this one. The reason why these measurements are so close is because it's allowing one side to basically nest within the next side, if that made any kind of sense. So it had to be one side had to be slightly, and we're talking what, a 1/16 of an inch is slightly larger. Or that was actually 1/8 of an inch is slightly larger than the 16th. So that allows for it to nest within each other. And yeah, that's why the measurements were so close together. And it was very easy to get them mixed up. And so that's why I went ahead and used my pencil to mark the sides. All right, so I think we're done with our tape. And let's peel these off and close this one up. I had fun decorating it, and with so many pieces of different papers on that collection, it was hard to choose like what I wanted to use. But everything coordinated so well that, like I said, I had a hard time deciding. But you can't go wrong. You almost can't go wrong. All right. So we're getting those corners lined up there. And then now we have two boxes, or two half boxes, basically. Now what's going to happen is this is where it gets a little tricky, because we've got to put some tape on the inside of one so that the other one slides into it. But this box actually is going to slide in like that. Okay. And that's your outer box. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to put adhesive on the sides and then on the back. So we're not done with our tape. Let's do this. Let me cut a piece to go on the inside. I don't think it really matters exactly where that piece goes, because once it's connected with this tape, it's going to stay connected until the end of times. Oh my gosh. So I got to be super careful. You know what I might do? Ah, here we go. Let me see if I can do this. I'm getting a piece of tape for the back. I'm going to try to do it one at a time. So let's do the back first. Let's do the back first. All right, so I'm going to peel that off so that gets exposed. And then I'm going to slide my thing in. There we go. That's going to be the trick, guys. Let me get my bone folder down in there so I can rub that down. And I'm going to catch up on some comments here in a minute. All right, so there we go. And then as far as the sides, I'm going to sneak my little thing in there. And I'm going to do one at a time. So that's a tip. Do the back and then do the sides. And then press those together. My little A is still on there, but that's okay because that's actually going to be the bottom. Okay, I'm working upside down right now. And I'll show you why. Take that off. Come on. Get out of there. Okay, and then line that up. I said I was working on the bottom because this is where it comes down. So that's actually going to be my, the B side is actually my top. Okay, because you want that rough edge to be facing down on the bottom. And that, my friends, is the actual box part. And then you have your drawer, and then it just slides right on in, just like that. So that's the part for the tutorial. So if you're here and you're interested in putting the tutorial together, the link to their video is in the video description as well. But that was my version of putting the box together. And now it's just a matter of decorating it however you want to decorate it. Okay, so let's decorate it. Let me move all this stuff off to the side. Let me catch up on some comments. Paula says, I ordered that tape. Yes, yes. Now I will tell you, I ordered, this one is what is this one? This one is the 5/8. No, 3/8. This one that I got here that I'm using right now is the 3/8 version. But I also ordered, because I wasn't sure what sizes I would need, I ordered the other one as well, which this one is the 1/4 inch. So I have two of them, but I've been using the thicker one ever since. I hadn't even opened the smaller one yet. But yes, I'm telling you, it is some sticky tape. On my next video, I'll show you guys. Well, if you just go to Paper Phenomenon, it's called Maker's Tape. That's what it's called. That's what she calls it. It's her Maker's Tape. And she's got two sizes available. And it was very reasonable. And on her description, it has like twice as many or 3 times as much tape as like other tapes sell for. So you're getting a really, really good deal. And y'all see how it sticks to my fingers and it sticks on these projects. So it's very, 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 very handy. Thank you for sharing. All right, so now let's decorate it. Now we're going to decorate it, and I want to start with my outside of my box. You know what? No, let's do our drawer. Let's do our drawer first. Okay, so I have all my pieces. Oh, these all got mixed up. I have all my pieces already cut, and let me make sure this is the front. Yeah, that's the front. That's the front. That's going to be my handle. And then I have 2 little decorative pieces. And then those are the sides. Now, I will tell you, on my box, on the sides, I did decorate it with cardstock and patterned paper. Just on the left and the right. I didn't do anything on the back. but you can decorate the back if you want. It'll be the same measurements as the front. You just won't niche the little piece right here on the front. But when I first put it in, it seemed a little tight, but it's not. It really isn't. And so it fits perfect and then just slides out. So it's not so tight, but it's not so loose that it's just going to fall out. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with the putting the cardstock and the paper down. So let's get our pattern paper on first. And I realized my little tip was, I thought I was out of glue the other day, but I'm not. It was just the, my tip was a little clogged up. So I unclogged it, and now I have glue. Yay. And then as far as this cardstock, the simple stories, that I did not see any coordinating cardstock when I was ordering all of this stuff. There is more paper that's out of stock that I was trying to get. And it came in stock, and then I had a squirrel moment, and then in the midst of my squirrel moment, I had it went out of stock again. So I just went to my close to my heart stash of paper that I had, and I was able to pretty much get what I wanted as far as the paper or the cardstock that I need to coordinate with some of these colors on here. And like this blue one is the sapphire. Get some more on that. There was the sapphire, and the red that I'm going to be using later is the scarlet, the darker side of scarlet, because you know the close to my heart has two sides. Let me make sure that's a little more straight before it really sets. Okay, there we go. Just get a little pressure, and then we'll do the other side, and then we'll do the front. There's so many ways you can decorate this and really have. But these do fit A2 size cards. Oops, let's get that down a little bit. I'm trying to get it straight before this glue sets, because this is some good glue too. There we go. All right, now let's do the front. Now with the front, what we're going to do is we do have to nick the center of these that goes in line with that. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, let me show you. In order to nick it, to line it up with what we've already done here, both of these pieces, this pattern paper needs to be slightly, literally slightly taller than the edge of the cardstock, but it also needs to be lined up from left to right. So if you want to line it up, let me do this. Line it up. Where's my, let me get some repositionable tape here. This is the Pixie repositionable tape. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this lined up from left to right. And then I'm going to extend this piece of pattern paper up about 1/8 of an inch. And then let me put that down so it doesn't move. I'm going to line this up. I'm going to flip this. It caught. I'm going to flip this around. And I'm going to line up the piece of cardstock at the top. Can get it lined up if I can see here. That's why I use the repositionable tape on the other side, so that I could just focus on lining this second one up. Go. Oh, I know y'all probably can't see that. And I'm going to get my little, my little 1 inch. Move my finger over just a little bit more. And then cut down into that. Why does that seem a little bit? Don't worry, I'm just talking to myself. Just talking to myself. All right, now let's put all these together. That was probably a little deeper than I anticipated it to be, but that's okay. You still get the gist of it. So you see, kind of lines up a little bit. A lot better than just putting it on there. And at least that was my version of doing that. There might have been a different way to do that. That was my version. But it was up a little bit on the end because you're going to have to take it down a little bit in order to center this piece on this piece of cardstock. If you had just lined it up when you go to put it together, it wouldn't have lined up. Okay, so there's our piece there, and then this piece is going to line up right underneath that, just like that. Right, so let's get this down, and then we'll work on our handle, and then we'll decorate the outside of the box. Okay, so this is the front. So line that up best we can. Might be a little off, but that's okay. Probably didn't center it right. Oops. I didn't center it right the first time, but I'm going to try to, oh, I don't know if I can correct that. Let's see. I want to trim off a little bit more of that. I probably got it slightly off, so I'm going to get my little, kind of looks funky. I'm probably going to mess it up right here on this live. Trying to trim off a little bit. That way it's not so obvious, but it's a little bit off, but that's okay. All right, so I have those two little pieces, and then I have my handle. Oh, it's kind of coming off there. And this is where on their video they decided to do the brads, but on mine I'm not. I'm just going to put a couple of little, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to do the little red gingham or this other. We'll show the red because I did the red. I did the red on my other box. So yeah, I like the red. And with the paper that I'm using, I think the red is going to help pop. So I'm going to repeat that with this, but we're going to use a different yellow. And I want to say on this yellow, I think this is honey butter. The cardstock, the close to my heart cardstock. I think this is honey butter. It was the closest one that coordinates with the yellow that we're going to be using with the paper for this box that I'm doing. Okay, so this is going to be my handle. It is a 6-inch handle. By the way, the dimensions are going to be, they're in the video description, and they'll also be on my blog as well once I post all of this to my blog. But they are in the video description. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do both sides, and I got to work quick to put this handle down. You can do one side at a time if you want, but we're going to put the handle. I'm going to start right there. I'm going to give it a little bit of pressure, and this side I need to bring up like that and press down. And I'm going to hold this for a moment. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to get this so that I can get my finger on it. There we go. I'm going to press down on this and give it just a few seconds for that glue to really set in. But as you can see, you got a little handle there. Now your handle, you can decorate. After I did my other one, I thought, you know, this handle would look really, really cute if it was embossed. So like this piece right here, instead of it being plain, you could emboss it, right? In their video right here on this piece, they used brads. So all I have is eyelets. I couldn't find any brads, but brads would look really, really cute here too. So instead of the brads, that's why I put these two pieces down. I decided on mine just to use the enamel dots instead. So I used kind of a medium size and a small size, and I used two different colors of that blue. And we're going to be using different colors over here for this one as well. All right. That is that's the box. So let's put some enamel dots on. What are we going to use? We'll use this pink color. No, let's use the darker blue. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use darker blue. There we go. That one looks so much better. I'm going to put one there. And then let's put a lighter, smaller blue kind of right next to it. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Okay, and then we'll do the other side. Medium-sized, darker one. And this will be in lieu of some brads. And then the lighter one right next to it. So you can have all kinds of fun decorating your box. You're limited on what you can put on the sides because you have to slide that in. But there's our drawer box. Okay. And then now let's do our tops. And our top's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to have to add a sticker part to this. But we are going to be putting this piece of, this is scarlet. This is the color scarlet that I was referring to earlier. So I've used some sapphire on this, on the drawer, but on this one we're going to use scarlet. I wanted to use a different color to show you guys. And let's put this down. I hear little pitter patters. I hear pitter patters. Hopefully nobody got out. You can turn that upside down and put your hand in there to help smooth that down. There we go. Now I decided to use this pre-printed piece right here just because it's already almost all decorated for you. And that's the flip side to that. So we're going to put that on there. But this piece is a little bit shorter. The width is not the problem. It's this piece up here that kind of exposes more of that. I'm going to end up covering that piece with one of the stickers that I have. And let me pull the stickers out once I get this on, and you'll see. And it'll just be part of the decoration, and nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know unless they watch this video. Especially if you're reproducing this particular design. Let me get that on. Try to get that centered. Okay, and let me flip that over so I can smooth that down. All right, so let's cover that up. And I want y'all's opinion. We've got two long stickers here. We have this scallop sticker that has this red gingham, which I think would kind of help complement this piece right here that's down here. But we also have, it's kind of awkward. We also have this measuring, but it only goes to like maybe 11.5 inches, almost 11.5 inches. I want to use one of those to cover up like the top. Put one if you want me to use the scallop, and put two if you want me to use the ruler. And let me just double check my little measurement here on what it needs to be, which is 5 7/8 of an inch. Tell me, which one do you want me to use? One is the scallop, and two is going to be the ruler. And let me go ahead and cut. Let me go ahead and cut one of them out. Personally, I like the scallop. But I want to see if y'all like the scallop too. I'm going to have to take this out anyway in order to cut it. I'll go ahead and get started. I'm cutting one of them out. And let me see what we got. Two. Beverly says 2. Paula says 2. Let me go ahead and cut this one out. All right, we're going to go for 2. It's kind of different, right? I've never seen a ruler sticker before. But it's got that would have been cute for a scrapbook, but it only goes to like 11 something inches. So it's kind of hard to take it across a page. All right, we're going to do 2. And I will save that one for something else, but at least it's cut out. And then we got 5 7/8 of an inch, but let me go ahead and cut it at, probably going to cut off a little bit more, but that's okay. I don't think I want to include that little piece right there. So let's cut that off. I mean, it's part of it. It's part of it, though. It's just kind of awkward because it's black. It's got this odd little black piece that's sitting there. So let's cut that little piece off. I think I got it all off, or most of it. Perfect. All right. And then I'll save that for something else. Thank you for the there. And then we're going to put that sticker on. So let's peel that off. Super, super easy. And put that along the top, and that'll help cover up that little gap. It's going to cover up a little bit more than that, but that's okay. Oh, hold on. Hold on. There's a piece still on there. I was like, that's something odd. There we go. All right, now let me line it up. Line that up. Interesting. Well, there we go. All right. So then now I'm going to go ahead and do our sides, and then we'll finish up on the top. And I'm so glad that I did the tape on the inside that way, because you don't see that gap that you saw on my other one that I did. So yay. All right. So for my sides, I got a sides, and I am going to do the back since it's the outside of the box. I have got this paper that I'm using along with some more Scarlet cardstock. So let's get these mounted. And I'm using the darker side on here because, you know, Close to My Heart paper had a light side and a dark side. So like that's the dark side, and then that's the light side. So you can actually tell. I'm using the darker side because that color in there is a perfect match to this scarlet paper. And I'm so glad that I've got a lot of this paper. I took advantage of that paper carnival thing they had before, as they were closing. All right, so we got these two pieces on. These two pieces are going to go on our sides, both sides, and then we have the back, and then we'll finish up decorating the top, and then we'll be done. I'll put a little bit more over here. My glue's starting to get gunky at the ends there. All right, so let's put this on, center it, and then on my sample that I did distress the edges a little bit. You probably couldn't tell because I didn't do it like a whole lot. But if you want to tone down the edges of your paper, definitely distress it. Sponge daub the edges and kind of dirty them up a little bit. All right, let's get that centered on that side. There we go. And then we have the back. And on the back, I want to do something just a little bit different. We are going to still continue with our cardstock, but I liked this paper. I wanted to decorate it just a little bit on the back side. So let's get glue on here. Can really do a lot with all of these different papers in this collection. Lots of glue. But definitely on your cards, your base and your drawer, you do want to make sure that you use a good tape so that this thing sticks together very, very well. Because with you using it, this is with that opening and closing that box, you want it to last, right? If you're going to give it to somebody and maybe even fill it with some cards, you want this to last. All right, and let me put this on there. We'll decorate the front, and then that just slides right on in. And get that in there. There we go. Now, when we did the box, there was a reason why we needed to make sure that the tabs were on the back like that and not on the side. So you do want to make sure that you cut your tabs in the right direction, because if they're on the side, it's going to interfere with your drawer sliding in. And so this way it hits the back, that just slides right on in, and then you have your little drawer there, basically. And so now we're going to decorate it. And what do we have? We have We're going to use some of these chipboard stickers. And then where's my other piece? I had another piece. Got more stickers. We got this here. I'm not going to use those. And then some more of our enamel dots. So let's decorate it just a little bit. Let's see. I like the smile. It's sticky there. So this is just a sticker, but it's a chipboard sticker. So it's got a little bit there. Let's put that right here. I'll pull that out. I get my hand in there to do that number. Let's grab a heart. I'm gonna put a heart down here somewhere. Put the heart right there. And then we need something. We need a little something over here. Let's see. I got I don't think I want to use those. Let me see. No, not those. What do I have for stickers? Let's see. I also have these things too. Have butterflies, flowers. Oh, let's just do a flower. Let's just do a flower. Got all kinds of things to choose from in here. Oh, a flower. Yeah, let's put a flower. Just a simple flower right there. There's so much to choose from. Decorating this thing. And then I know what I want to do is I've got some yellow and white twine. Let me cut a 12-inch piece there so I can make a double bow. It's like having on my sample, I used a tag on the front and put some stickers on there, and then just ran that vintage linen through there. But I also did an eyelet on that tag as well, so it would kind of help decorate that a little bit. But on this one, we're going to do a double bow. I'm just doing this to show you there's so many different ways to decorate this. So let's do a double bow. Hopefully I can get this the first time. Yay, I did it. Did it. Pull that there a little bit. I have to trim those a little bit more. Yeah, I'll have to trim those. It's not so long. Oops, wrong ones. I was like, why is it sticking? There we go. And let's get a glue dot on there. And put a bow right here. Press that a little bit. And look how that all just decorates that already. So you don't even have to decorate it, but just a little bit. Even if you almost don't even have to do that. All right, so let's use this color. I haven't used this color yet. So let me get a medium one, and let me put one in the center of that flower right there. And let's get a smaller one. Let's put a couple of small ones kind of randomly. And I'm going to put one in the center of that one. Let's put a medium size. That way you got a little bit there. And let's put our drawer back in there. Go. There's so much more you could do with that when it comes to decorating, but I want to keep it a little simple because I think that paper does already so much for that. But there's our box. There is our little drawer box, you guys. Look at that. I'm going to stamp the back like I did my sample. That's my new personalized stamp. Handmade by me. I ordered it through Tailored Expressions, and it took a while to get to me. They must make them in batches, I guess, but it's actually pretty large. So So if you're interested in a handmade stamp, I'm going to add the link to my blog. So if you're interested in getting your own handmade stamp, they have a lot to choose from when it comes to handmade. And there was a cat one. There was a cat one, you guys. I'm ordering the cat one next. They are like $26. But it is, let me show you the one. It's like a red rubber. It ends up coming to you like red rubber. There's no stickers to it, but I think what I'm going to do is just leave it that way, because this is the block. It's going to stay permanently on this block. But yeah, it's actually pretty big. So I'll put the link in my blog. So if you're interested in looking at the personalized stamps, you can check them out. But that was my sample that I did. A little bit different. And this is the one that we did today with different papers that are part of that. So you can have to see, look at that. It's even distressed. Now, as far as distressing, what I did is on my sample on the edge, I just used mink because I like how mink just kind of helps distress the edges. And I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'll go ahead and finish it off camera, but I just took mink and went along the edges here just to just distress those edges a little bit. They're going to get dirty anyway, right? With with handling it and stuff. So yeah, I just went along the edges, and then like I said, I'll finish the rest of it off camera. But that just gives it a little extra color to that vintage piece of that. But look, A2 size cards. I even made a couple of cards using some more of the tags and paper and some of the little butterflies that come with it. That was already pre-printed. Look at that paper. It has a little stitching on it. So those are the two cards that I made. That one I used one of the chipboard butterflies. But yeah, it fits A2 size cards. So you can throw your cards in there. Gift it to somebody. Look at this. So super cute. Super cute. Thank you, Split Coast Stampers, for the inspiration. And like I said, I will share the video link is in the event description. And then in my blog, you're going to see more pictures. So give me some time to upload my blog page with all this information. But I did put the measurements. The measurements for the box itself is in the tutorial from Split Coast Stampers. But the papers, when it comes to decorating it, those are the measurements that you see in the video description. So that way you don't have to figure out all of the measurements. I've already done that for you. So thank you, Beverly. Thank you. All right, let's do a drawing. And what are we giving away? I have some Playful Smooth cardstock from scrapbook.com. You've got 40 sheets, they're kind of like slimline, but got different colors there. We're going to give away some cardstock paper. It's new. It hasn't even been used. Playful Smooth cardstock by scrapbook.com. This is one of the freebies I get. So when y'all help support this channel and I'm able to order things, I get freebies in with my orders. So I'm able to pass on freebies to you guys. So thank you very much. All right, let me make sure I am logged in to the wheel. And I'm not. Question really quick. Which one was your favorite? Did you like the one that I did already? That one just shows what you can do with the tags. I'll show you all the way around. Kind of different. I like that combination right there. All right, so did you like the sample that I did, or which one's your favorite? Or the one that I demonstrated today? I actually kind of like that going along the top. It's different, but it does remind, you know what? I actually have one. I have one in my drawer. I don't have a yardstick, but I use this to help when it comes to measuring for like a yard. But I have one in my drawer right here in front of me. Yes, it's fun. All right, so let me share my page. Share. Spin a wheel. Got our video here. This is everyone from Facebook or YouTube that liked, commented, or shared last week's video. And thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the replay. I do weekly drawings, so I picked the names from, well, I just stream to YouTube now, but I also post an after video and post to Facebook. So if you comment or like or share on that as well, you also get in here. So that's why you see those FB or YT after everybody's name. All right, let's spin. Who is it going to be? Shannon Howe. I don't think I saw Shannon on here today. Shannon is, along with Beverly, one of my mods. Stop sharing. Congratulations. Paula says both, but today's is my favorite of the two. Okay, yay. I think they're both cute. These are some really cute gifts to give somebody. So if you have somebody that maybe doesn't make their own handmade cards, but actually like appreciates handmade cards, I want to say somewhere I read on their website that how many A2 cards it holds. Let me see if it's on here. On there, I have their written in the instructions. Oh, it says it holds up to 10 cards and envelopes. I only have 2 of them in there, but it holds up to 10. That's a really cool gift, you guys. Especially if you want to gift some handmade cards, maybe an assortment of cards. And you can just go rogue with the paper that you use on the outside as far as decorating. If you have your favorite paper and maybe that paper coordinates with the cards on the inside, that is an awesome gift to be able to give somebody something already like this. Put it in a nice little baggie. You make your own bags as well. I know I have some videos, some older videos on my, at least a couple of years ago, where I made handmade bags, 12 by 12 size, and I even made a little 6 by 6 size as well. But yeah, so that's today's project. It said 10, Paula. It said 10 A2. So basically in what I have on here, I only have 2 of them in here. It'll fit 10 cards and envelopes, but I'm assuming like the cards can't be too bulky, just regular cards. But yeah, 10 handmade cards and envelopes fit in that little drawer. So yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right, let me see. Let me make sure. What else do we got? Let me just wish you a happy birthday if you are a June birthday baby. Let me unhighlight that. There we go. So happy birthday. We're almost at the end of June, y'all. We're coming up on July. And then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already. That way you know when I go live or I upload a video. And then if you want the June class kit to go, I have 3. I'm not going to make any more after these are gone. And if you want them after June, if they're still available, then I'm going to put them on my Square site. So you'll have to go up to my Square site and look at class kits, and then it'll show you what's available. So also, if you also want the paper and coordinating cardstock, you can go out to my paper collections, and then you'll also see the America the Beautiful paper that we'll be using. That'll be part of the folio album project. So that's out there as well. And then also I was going to tell you the Simple Stories paper that I just showed. There is actually a card kit they have available. So if you like that card kit, you can go out to Craft Direct and get your card kit. I think it was like 1270 something. And it looks like it's a kit that's got enough supplies to make 8 cards. So if you like this paper and you already want a card kit, they've already done that for you. And look at the cards that you can make using that card kit. It says it includes bases, chipboard pieces, die cut, step-by-step instructions, no cutting required, just add adhesive. Ooh, how easy is that? How easy is that? And then we are going to end with a little cutie patootie of a picture here. Look at that. One of the little foster babies that I have came downstairs and has warmed up to, well, actually, I should say Archie. Archie has warmed up to the babies. She was cuddling with him. I looked over my desk and I'm like, oh my God, let me go get my camera. But look at how large he is. She's like 1.5 pounds and he's like nearly 20. But he is the biggest love bug you'll probably ever meet. Now that Beano's gone, he really needs somebody. My son took his cat with him, so Beano has Loki, but right now Loki's locked up with Whitney up in our bedroom just because he keeps knocking down the cat's enclosure, but now they're starting to get out by themselves. So, yeah. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Yeah. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Y'all be safe wherever you're at. You see, next Sunday is going to be June 30th. So next Sunday, I will be doing the July card kit to go, which is with the summer sunflower. Y'all, the cards are super cute. And so hopefully you can tune in, and that'll be the class kit and the paper that I'll be featuring for the month of July, along with some other things. I do have some other papers. Let me give you a sneak peek here. Grab. I'm grabbing them. I had to put them kind of away from me. But next month, I will be also doing some cards and projects using Cartabella's Bloom paper. There's the coordinating enamel dots, the coordinating solids, and then also I have this Farmhouse Summer. So if you like Farmhouse paper, I've got this 6x6 mega pad, and the mega pad is different than the regular pad because this already has the coordinating solids on the back. They're just not full 12x12 pieces. They're going to be 6x6 pieces, but that's all we need when it comes to cards. And then some coordinating enamel dots, and then some washi tape that coordinates with that as well. So those are a couple of the other ones I picked up for some other things come July. So that was just a little sneak peek, but thank you all for joining me. Y'all have a great day wherever you're at. Yes, they are so sweet. Make sure to check on your elderly neighbors. And other than that, we will see you all. There'll be a pre-recorded video next Saturday night for the Project 3 for the Our Baby. If you missed the Our Baby scrapbook, you can go back and watch last night's replay. But other than that, we'll see you next Sunday afternoon. And y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all.